want a fur, not a second-hand coat. I want a yacht, not a cheap little boat. I tell my daddy not to be depressed. All I need for happiness is the best. I want a diamond, nothing else has appeal. And when it comes to men, you know how I feel. I want a real man. Give me a real man, you know what I mean. I want a real man. Oh, real man, you're what I need.
Is that last time? And then the time before that, you...
Hey, what's up? Welcome to Real Men. I'm your host, Tim Steeves. This is the men's magazine show for men, about men, where men get real. Let's meet our panel today, shall we? We have an all-star cast of yackers assembled here, and Krista Sutton dropped in. Nice to see you, Krista.
Nice to be here, Timmer.
Good to see you. Also, Tim Reichert popped in. Good to see you, Timmy. How you doing, buddy?
Check it out now.
Okay, fair enough. I will. And here's Dwayne Hill, just getting a little extra hydrated for this one. Good job, Dwayner. And Kedar dropped in. Nice to see you, Kedar. How are you, man?
I'm well.
Right on. And that's actually how we're going to get this particular episode of Real Men started. We're going to throw it over to Kedar for a little commentary. Go ahead, man.
Well, from now on, I want you to call me Raphael, okay? Look, Tim, I am sick and tired of people judging me for what I choose to do for a living. Okay, I'm a professional hairstylist, and listen, people come from miles around to get their hair styled by me, okay? And just because I'm in the business don't mean I'm gay. It don't make me gay. It don't make me gay for making people look good. Okay, and at nighttime, okay, I take a night course because I'm about improving myself, okay? I'm taking a nursing course. I'm getting my master's. What did you got? You ain't got nothing except them big Timberland boots you got. And then on the weekends, I take a sewing course because I like nice clothes. What about you? It don't make me gay, Tim. It don't make me gay.
Right on, Kedar. Grab some cushion, man. Kedar has set the segment. We're talking about men in female-dominated careers. You know, your nurses, your flight attendants, this kind of thing. No. How about it, Krista? Is it woman's work or what? I mean...
Apparently it's gay work.
That was a nice job, Kedar.
No, he said it don't make him gay. Didn't you listen?
And in all defense, honestly, I slept with Kedar, and that man is not gay.
Oh.
It's true.
Not at all.
I didn't give it up at all.
My hairdresser isn't
for
gay, is he? I mean, he dresses better than me. No, I think it's great that we're shaking it up a little bit. That we're, you know, getting guys and female.
I wonder if it's...
I don't even know what the issue is. I mean, I think it's...
Yeah, I mean, what are we hung up about anyway?
Well, I don't think there's anything to be hung up. I was worried that that guys are like becoming male nurses to get back at women for becoming doctors, or some kind of weird kind of. Well, if
It's
you
like
can
that
be a doctor,
guy
then I
who
could be a-
sued
'Cause
Hooters.
It's easier, that's why.
Like the guy who
like the
sued
guy-
Hooters. I want to have a job at Hooters.
Yeah.
But you got the hair all over your nipples. Do you really want to yuck?
Some guy actually
Yuck.
sued...
Not
He
the
sued
Hooters we're
Hooters
looking for.
to get a job working at Hooters because he said they were sexist and elitist, and it's like
Right.
you've
Now
got,
that is making a
you've got
political stand.
No
That
chest.
is absolutely shaking up.
Ugly.
So are women
hate-filled
doctors,
man.
right? Come on. That's just a political stand.
Chris-
I know.
Do you
They
look
just sit there with a blunt scalpel just pushing on your skin. It's like, nice try, sweetheart.
Please.
Hey, Krista,
Maybe
do
you
you look
better
at
have a
men
baby.
who, like, would you look at a male nurse as any less masculine than anybody else? You know what I'm saying?
Well, if he was wearing the little white cap and skirt, maybe it would be a bit of an issue. But no, I mean, I think they'd be great nurses. And nurses these days, it can tend to be a pretty physical job
It
as
is a
well.
physical job.
Definitely.
There's a
They're
lot of
restraining people.
lifting,
They're
yeah.
dealing with some, you know,
was watching
high.
a
Yeah, they have to
high
restrain
energy.
the people who are kicking their ass for calling them candy stripers. What are you, a candy striper? Restraining.
No, but I have a hair salon that I manage in the city, and I've trained this guy to cut hair. He's a barber now, very good barber. But whenever
barber,
guys
though, he's
walk
not
in-
a hairstylist.
Well, this is it. Whenever I do both, right? I go both ways. But whenever people walk into the salon and see me doing women's hair, guys, they always say, well, you know, I'll take care of you. No, it's all right. I'll wait for Patrick. You're
See,
too
I'll let you-
busy. You know, but they assume, well, male hairdresser must be gay.
See, I'll let you in a little secret. I find it very sexy having a guy doing my hair, or I haven't had a male nurse before, but...
I would be so glad to give you a haircut, and it would be like so much fun. You'd be
Yeah.
like, oh my God, you butchered me, you savage.
But it doesn't
But you know, in
matter
all
because...
those industries, whether it's fashion, whether it's hairdressing, whether even nursing, it's becoming like that. There seems to be a preference for women to want to be with that male hairdresser because they assume he's going to do a better job than the female hairdresser.
We assume
female
that he
hairdresser is going to
knows
cut off too much hair.
how to make us, because they're going to be bitter and
Yeah,
jealous
yeah,
and make
look
us
at
look
her.
awful.
Spun gold. Oh, it's on the floor. Oops.
And I actually find it very appealing as well, men who are confident enough, which maybe doesn't need
Is that
to
what
be,
it is?
Well, maybe it's confident enough to say, yeah, I'm a nurse.
What do you
Yeah.
think?
Do you need a
Kedar?
guy? Sorry.
That's okay.
I think it's just opportunities are closing for a lot of men. A lot of men are well, if you look at the stats now, there's more women in university and higher learning than there are men. So men, I think they're just going for those non-traditional jobs. I think the stereotypes have lifted a little bit from those jobs, like nursing, and they're entering into the nursing field.
But something about nursing, isn't it inherently a female occupation? Not for any other reason than just compassion and that motherly thing, that nurturing thing that women naturally have that men. I just can't imagine a man naturally gravitating towards
You know what,
wanting
though,
to be.
From what I'm hearing from people who I know are nurses, and even my mom who was a nurse before, that whole role for nursing has changed just because they're so overworked. There's not as much bedside stuff. There's not as much nurturing and bed corners and all
You're
that kind of
fine.
stuff.
You're fine.
Yeah, you're okay.
Another IV of morphine. But nurse, like, whoa, gee, I'm in heaven. I'm a whoa. But you know, it's true. I like what you were saying because traditional jobs are going away from men. I mean, we're being replaced by super robots, killbots, if you will. You know, like honestly, like if you work at a factory line, guys used to put cars together from front to back, and now it's a lot of robots, really. I mean, traditional jobs are not traditional jobs anymore. Really.
So we have to go be nurses then?
We have to go be nurses. It's raining, man. Hallelujah.
Or instead of a pilot, I'll become an airline stewardess.
Yeah, you'd be wonderful. Kedar, can I get some more?
Steward.
Oh, he left.
Steward.
But there really is a
Is that what they call them,
stereotype.
stewards now?
They are stewards,
They're
yeah.
stewards.
Has anyone ever had a guy steward on a plane who wasn't for sure gay? Come on.
Come on now, Timmy.
I
Come on.
pretended I was
voice.
joking, and he cleared my throat obstruction.
All right, let's take a break, guys. Good job on the panel. I'm
Maybe
sure
he's
there's
a-
lots of big butchy dudes that are stewardesses and nurses and flight attendants. I'm
Anybody
sorry.
want
more coffee?
Flight attendants. Hey, listen, after this break, we're going to come back and we're going to talk alternative careers with Jim McGregor, man. This is going to be some good TV. Dude is from puppetry of the penis. He puts his genitalia into balloon shapes. What's not to like about that? We're coming right back.
I'm leaving.
Hey, welcome back to Real Men. This is going to be a fun show, I think. We're joined by Jim McGregor. How are you doing, Jim?
Good, thanks, Tim. How's yourself?
Thanks for coming in, man. Jim's starring in the puppetry of the penis, and we're going to get to that. And this whole segment's about alternative careers, and Timmy Reichert's going to set the table. Go ahead, man.
Okay, Mom, Dad, this is really important, so I want you to listen. I'm really enjoying my third year of law school, and I've learned a lot, and it's been great and everything, and I really appreciate the second mortgage you took out on the house to get me this far. But you know Marco, the guy who's also in my dorm, he and I, we worked at this thing where we put our penises in like weird shapes and stuff. We make shapes out of them. And all the guys in the dorm room like love it. They laugh and stuff. And then we thought, hey, maybe like we could fill an auditorium full of people and do that. And we did. And we're on tour. We're going on tour across the country, maybe even the whole world, Mom. Are those tears of joy? No? Mom? You don't have to go that far to freak out your parents. All you have to do is tell them you want to be a comedian or an actor or a musician or anything that is considered an alternative career. This is something that I knew I was going to do from the very beginning of my childhood. Growing up through high school, I knew that I was no way in hell going to make my living in any kind of conventional way. But try telling your parents that. I don't know. I just want to talk to the penis guy. Tim?
Good job, Timmy. Yeah, alternative careers, obviously, is the segment. Welcome, Jim. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And so you're on the road, shaping your penis into stuff. How the hell does that start, man?
Well, I started when I was 17. A guy in my football club was telling us, you know, having a few beers, and he said, I know this guy's a bit of a wag. When he gets drunk, he'll pull his scrotum up over his dick and call it a roast chook.
A roast what?
A roast chook, or a chicken, as you call them over here.
Sure.
Anyway, so that night in the shower, I thought, hey, hang on. Blow me down if that can do look like a roast chook. And so from then on, every now and again, when I'd had a few too many drinks, I thought, oh, I'll gross out the fellas a bit here. It'll be a bit of a surprise. I'd turn around and show them the roast chook. And eventually this led into, what else can you do with it? Let's take
Yeah,
it back
roast
a bit,
chicken's
but,
one thing, but let's show me something here.
after I had a bit of a jam and workshopped a few more tricks, I had a little bit of a repertoire. And I became the guy at a party who was being constantly told to put it away by now, as opposed to once in a blue moon.
Right on.
Did you ever use it on a, like when you were first developing, did you ever, you know, maybe use it on a date, kind of to impress the ladies?
Actually, it does more than far the opposite, I think.
Yeah.
Normally when you pull your penis out at a party, girls go, oh my God, and they run in the extra direction and their boyfriends come chasing you around the party. But
Well, we're talking alternative careers, and that's got to be as alternative of career as I've heard in a while. Krista, how did your folks take it when you got into the acting world?
Oh, you know, I decided, like Tim, that I was going to do it fairly early on, so they had a lot of time to
Get used to
you know,
the idea?
get used to it
Didn't
and
waste a lot
hope
of
that I was
tuition money.
going to get over it, you know, soon.
Well, at least she's not going to throw her money away on college.
No, I used to, but I still did the do something to fall back on gig.
Which was?
Which drives sociology. That's a good little number to fall back on.
Hi, I'm looking for a job in sociology. Hello.
Dwayne, did you
For a penis and a chook.
Dwayne, from an early age, you must have known you weren't going to do the usual kind of stuff, didn't you?
Nah, I think I was one of those guys. I was kind of hoped I'd die like really young, you know. Like, I think it was one of those. You know, it's like I bought a
you don't have to worry
motorcycle.
about it afterwards.
Exactly. So you don't take responsibility for your life. It's like, well, I'm probably gonna die on my motorcycle anyway. Why have a bank account? I just cash my checks at the money market. $3 on a hunt, and it's open late. So I was always kind of a schmuck. My mother was very, very supportive. She said, you know, do whatever you want, be artistic, be creative. So I worked at a brewery for a while, and then I was a security guard. Then I worked at a butcher shop, which is a great. I know entrail jokes that you'll wet yourself. And honestly, I didn't get into it until much later on in life. So
well, that's basically my path. I did not start out as a dick tricker, though I had been doing it at parties and sort of thing.
It's a technical
I was in the army, then I was working in construction, and then I was a concreter, so I'm a tradesman sort of thing. And then I bumped into one of the creators of the show in a pub one night, and we started talking about mustaches. And then, because I knew he was a dick tricker, I said, you do a few tricks? He said, well, you should come and audition. And that I did, and lo and behold, here I am.
This is the kind of thing that in Australia you meet other guys that are into it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
like, oh,
How
I'm a
far
lawyer
would you have to
too.
look in
Yeah.
Canada to find another dick tricker?
you're both challenging yourself at the urinal. It's like I'm standing 10 feet back, aiming over my head.
Is there a chance that this is
Hey.
ever going to be Olympic sport? I mean, if there are so many people out there
I
doing
doubt
this
it.
alternative
Sport.
career.
Maybe
You'll win the
demonstration.
gold every year. It'll be like the Academy Award for Best Editing. Every year it's the same guy.
Jump in here, Kedar. What do you think, man?
No, hey, if you got those skills, I mean, hey, teach it to me. No, I myself sitting in front of the TV as a young kid, talking to the television. My parents basically said, hey, look, maybe he can help us pay the mortgage, get him an agent. I mean, so
Sure.
yeah.
There's some parents who are going for let's not go for the sure thing. Let's go for the risk taken with our kid. Let's get
Go
into
now.
tennis or whatever the hell, you know.
Exactly.
Can you pitch a baseball, son?
But
Well, you're gonna
a
learn.
dick tricker, I mean, that's wonderful. So you guys are on tour now?
Yeah.
Well, let's take a break, and when we come back, let's put Jim on the spot and see what's what. I know you're going to tune back for that.
Maybe.
Come back to Real Men, where men get really real today.
just got
Coming right back with
thirsty.
dick tricks. Welcome back to Real Men. I just jumped right in because we've had a little, it's a little camera coverage issue, Tim, so I had to jump right in. We're joined by Jim McGregor, and he's a dude from Puppetry of the Penis.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming in, Jim. So tell us, how did your folks find out what you're up to?
Well, I didn't have Tim's problem like before. My sister spilt the beans for me.
Oh, yeah?
My mother rang her when she heard about the show was coming to Melbourne and said, oh, Bronny, let's go and see this show. This should be wild. This will be funny. And Bronny just, Mum, your son's auditioning for it. And I was like, ooh, this is crazy.
Was she cool about it?
And yeah, they were both fine. My dad.
I hope he gets
my
the
parents-
part with his part.
My parents are split up, so I didn't tell my dad for a while. I thought he'll be a bit funny about it. I waited till my name was in the paper and I just dropped it around to him and
Wild.
let him read it.
So now it's in like 14
So
countries around the world and
proud.
stuff.
He gets that
Well,
from
he
me, you know.
is crazily proud. He thinks more of me now than when I was actually.
That's funny.
Now, is this something that was passed down from father to son, or?
Well, that's what he keeps threatening to do. The
Let's
blue
get right
rinse
to
set.
it. This
Yeah,
is all
whip it
nice.
out and mangle.
Yeah, this is all nice chit chat, but let's get
Yeah.
down to business
All
here.
right.
Let's see
Let's
some
no
dick tricks here.
Let's twist and tie and.
Buying some time.
All
Oh,
right.
you're gonna
I'll
face
just,
this way.
if you don't
Oh, I see. We're gonna get a full.
We get the.
If you don't mind, I'll just warm up a bit.
Fluffer.
If you don't mind, we will as well.
Fluffer.
I just had to start a fire under there. Now I'll welcome the big hairy
Look at me.
cock,
Oh my.
Oh my goodness.
said penis. And the show starts. We sort of
Why are you
No, we
pointing
don't do that.
Why are you pointing at Tim?
Oh my
the
God.
first thing I'll do, it'll be a windsurfer.
Sure.
Wow.
Looks exactly like a windsurfer.
It's got things in common with a windsurfer.
The great mythical beast we know as
Something like this.
the Loch Ness Monster.
Oh!
Nessie!
So rare, I've never seen
That
it.
could have been anything sticking out of the bathwater, though.
The said roast chook of earlier.
I'm getting all red.
Oh.
There's the roast chicken we were talking about
That's the
before.
roast chicken. Sure.
Oh,
And
right.
of course,
You're not the only one getting red.
I ain't never eating chicken again, okay?
Oh man, I'm off chicken for
and
a
of
while.
course, the piece de resistance,
Lord
the
have mercy.
hamburger.
Oh my God.
Gracious.
That is what I
sakes.
call a happy meal.
Can you do a hamburger with cheese?
Sensational.
No cheese. Sorry,
Hamburger with cheese
I'm
and lettuce
afraid.
and tomato.
Ooh, that's a
But
happy
there's
meal.
a few.
Dick tricks.
It's a basic, yeah.
That's the base. That's the fundamentals, Jim.
Yes,
Those
of
are the
our
fundies.
Our show does.
And you know that
contain
each and
about
every-
40 have said tricks.
And each and every
40.
one of us is going to go home and
40
try one of these tonight.
You know.
Yeah,
Hey,
right.
how come my burger's only got one bun?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do is go home
Jump-
tonight and
jump
start
back. You
reaching
Well,
my
next
bag around.
time you're punching
Please
the old
sit
Peter,
beside
you're going to be
me.
like, let's see if he's a windsurfer.
What did you think of that, Chris?
So mine would be more like a shark's fin.
Well,
Let's talk to Krista Sutton on this. What did you think of that?
hold on. Let me just gather my thoughts. It's unlike anything I've seen before, but
The penis or the show?
I'm well, both. But I'm
front
full
row,
of approval. Yeah, front row and center. It's very
Krista actually, if
3D.
you don't know at home, was in the vagina monologues. So it's
Yes.
not quite the same.
No, we didn't get to do any, origami or.
Did you talk out of your vagina? Is
Yes,
that how
we
it worked?
talked. The monologue they were speaking, it was
Or did your vagina write the monologue? I'm not sure.
with the pen.
It was just a muffled voice
Jim,
out
do
of
you
her
end up a
trousers.
little sore at the end of a long work day?
No, not really.
I heard one of the guys burst a blood vessel. I mean, that's what I heard.
Sometimes things like that
newsletter.
can happen. It's not as bad as that. It looks just like a wee love bite when that happens. I've never had
You
it
burst the
myself.
blood? You've never had it happen?
you ever-
I've never had it happen to myself, but I do know. One
Have
of the
you ever
guys I work
popped
with.
anything else in the middle of a show?
No. Well, it's a lot of people ask us that, but when you've got 600 people sitting there laughing at your nuts, the last thing on your mind is an erection. In all honesty, doesn't matter how many pretty women are in the audience, and when you're stretching it like that, it also detracts a little too.
I would think.
I guess so.
It's a very
What do you
unerotic
think,
show.
Kedar? Could you jump into that troupe? Tour
Hey,
the
I'm
world?
all ready to audition, man. Y'all got a brother on the show? Y'all want to sell out of what? You want to sell out of what, man?
I'm worried I'll lose my
This
job.
next trick we call the baseball bat. And this is child's arm holding apple.
And in these wintry, cool months, we'll use the scarf.
I'm not into the stretching my penis all over the place thing, but naturally, in its
I've
natural
heard-
form, my penis looks like a hamburger on its own. So maybe I could just get in just for that one.
Just one note.
I'm literally,
carrot.
guys, sitting here trying to think of a more alternative career, and I'm having trouble really thinking of.
Well, that's why I used this one as an
That's-
example. I was going to use dancer as an example in my monologue. Well, wait a minute.
No, I mean he makes like dominatrix look
It's,
like Paperboy.
It's not what I put down in careers day in high school, it's for sure.
Yeah, you can go to high
activity,
schools
though.
now, and
What kind of things can you
Big
claim on your
University.
taxes? When you do this, what kind of stuff can you claim on the
You
taxes?
can't claim clothes, it's a terrible thing. Only shoes and socks, I'm afraid.
do you put Dick
wardrobe.
Tricka on the.
No,
Come on,
puppeteer normally.
Puppeteer.
Here?
Do you see yourself doing this for a while?
I'll do it, yeah, for a little while. I'm having a lot of fun.
I bet.
Yeah.
You're meeting a lot of ladies.
Let's
through
face it,
this?
the older he gets, the more stuff he'll be able to do. Look at my scrotum! It's like a roadmap!
Are you meeting a lot of ladies? I mean, you're a pretty
Yes,
unique guy.
well, I
You're
mean,
an
that-
Australian dude with dreads and penis tricks. I mean, it's got to get you over a
Jeez,
little
you can't
bit, eh?
get more
It's a
unique.
great conversation topic to start things up. I think a lot of women know by the end of our show they've just had enough of it.
Right.
They don't want to know about it anymore.
Plenty of Jim's
I've
penis for
seen that
tonight.
dick for an hour now. Oh, get it away from me.
How many women are going home and then they're having sex with their husband and they're down there and they're like, honey, just look the other way for a second.
I bet you. Hold on.
Hamburger, honey.
Oh yeah, the sex was fine, but now you've got to impress me. Do something else with it.
Yeah, I want to
It's
be
an airplane.
entertained. I want to be entertained
Unbelievable.
before.
We're about out of time for the segment, but we got a couple more minutes, so stay with us, and
Yeah, cool.
we'll talk a little bit more with Jim McGregor from Puppetry of the Penis. We're talking alternative careers, and we really found it.
talking
Coming right back.
Foreplay
Next up,
expert.
cockfight.
Unbelievable day we're having here on Real Men. During that last segment, we've been joined by Jim McGregor from Puppetry of the Penis, and he was showing some penis tricks for us. And Kedar, your face during that last segment, dude,
No,
was
he's gifted. He's gifted. I give him 100% props. I'm not shaking his hand anymore, but he's got my vote.
Man's got some skills.
Go out and do what you got to do, man. Spread the love.
The man's got
Thanks,
skills.
Kedar.
So when do you plan on retiring? At what age are you going to get a little too? I guess the bag's never too wrinkly.
Well, it just gets
retire.
better. It's just like a windsurfer, now a sailboat, now a road map. Where were we?
Like, can you guys, seriously, can you guys do this stuff?
You
Do
are
do this
here.
do you do this in the shower? Is there something I don't know about? 'Cause-
You know what? I don't, but I think it's because if I start tangling around my scrotum, my penis, within 30 seconds, I'm sort of distracted. And then 4 minutes later, I'm sleeping, chasing squirrels.
Well, I think everybody, every guy should get a cape and have that kind of flourish.
You
when
like
they're
the
gonna present-
production number of it there,
Oh,
Krista?
you know, I am loving the flourish.
That whole
and
like
the-
big cape and
Yeah, there's just. And you make
There's-
a little
there's-
announcement, big hairy penis.
There's not enough capes in society today.
I know, we need them. I like it. We
So you have
Now, does your partner, is he hairy, or is one hairy and one bald? Is one like...
No, he's a straighter sort of character. He's got a short hair and
So
looks
he's
a lot
a
more
straight man,
respectable.
is what you're saying.
Yes.
That seems like a thoroughly interesting question from you, Kedar. Does he tackle his bikini line? Because I, Kedar, have done my bikini line a lot of
Oh
times.
no, there's no trimming going on
There's
there.
no trimming going on. Apparently not.
trimming.
But I like, the gold
just
cape.
good old natural penis tricks.
That's it.
Are you going to open a dick tricker school maybe when you're done? Maybe you could open
University.
Yeah, a little
A
university.
DCU.
People like there'll be a picture of you in the hallway, the originator, or
Exactly.
one of the first
Vandalism
dick
is just peeing in class. No, stop. Don't.
I'll need the old chalkboard
I
hat.
thought Dick Tricker was an old stock car driver from the 60s.
in a porn. Lays of Thunder. Dick Tricker, you're the best. Shut up and talk with your mouth full.
Hey, Dick Tricker.
Ba-na-na-na-na.
No, but you see, the gold cape represents the good, and then, of
Yes.
course, the black cape. See, in society, we were calling it the black capes. That would represent evil, and that would be using your penis for evil.
We're out of time.
Hypnotizing dates.
We're all out of time today on Real Men.
getting
Thanks so much for
sleepy.
coming in, Jim.
And
that was
nice.
pretty enlightening.
You'll wake up and
Unbelievable.
you will be
And
refreshed.
thanks for
Dick
having us.
Tricker, Jim McGregor. Thanks,
guys
dude.
really use their
Thanks for
penis
coming
for
into
evil.
Real Men. We'll see you next
Try.
time.
They just get, it depends on how hungry the girl is. I would normally.